Hello, how are you? You that is taking the time to exchange some energy with me. So, today I want to talk to you about the benefits of getting older. What? I know the world is so worried about telling us that getting old is so bad. We need medication, we need surgery, we need to stay home, we need to be safe. We don't can't do that. Better not to do that. Don't eat this. Don't. So we get this aura around getting old or aging in such a negative way that if we are not alert, that we live inside a matrix that want us to get more medication and go more to the doctors. And when you go to the doctors, you have to do more medication. And actually, we are bombarded by so many advertisements of unhealthy stuff, all the unhealthy food, every movie, program, any kind of there is somebody drinking something. I've been observing this for a long time. Before it was beer, before it was scotch. I remember when as a kid there was that glass with or without ice, and it was scotch. It's a whiskey. And then it's a phase because I'm from Brazil and it's a tropical hot area. It was beer. Oh, beer was on top. And then now every single program, anything, TV, any series, movies, any kind, it's wine. And people drinking wine. Oh, Kato, but wine is healthy. Well, depending how much you drink, right? I wouldn't say it's healthy with so much emphasis. But, anyways, it's your choice. But the point is, we are so much bombarded. And, oh, when you have pain, you have to do this, you have to do that. And, oh, you have to do this treatment, and that treatment, and more medication. So, I want to bring up, right, the benefits of getting older, all the benefits we have because we are more mature, we have more experience. So I made an audio with nine benefits. So I created an audio for you. We don't have time to talk about all nine, so I'm talking about three of them. And if you want the audio, you just email me. It's in this description. And you email me, I will send the audio for you. So for your entertainment, for your relief, hey, it's something good about getting mature, getting older. So one of them is we are more comfortable in our skin. I remember when I was 17, 20, 20 something, and even sometimes some circumstances when I was um, older than 30, 35, I was not always comfortable in my skin. Oh, this doesn't fit. Oh, this is not for my age. Oh, this cut, oh, this hair, or this clothes is not appropriate, and enter in a place where you're so uncomfortable. I don't know anybody, or oh, it's more guys there. Oh, it's this older people. It's oh, just younger. At a certain point, we start reevaluating all these um, belief systems, all these things with the thoughts, and we see that they are not important. What's important is if I feel good. If I am feeling comfortable in my skin, if I am comfortable with that clothes or that shoe, even if it's out of date, even it's kind of ugly, but it's comfortable, and that's the way I want to be. If the fashion is yellow, but I love my magenta trouser, I will go with that because at this point we really don't really care about what people think or say about us. We are comfortable in our skin. So, and and when we are comfortable in our skin in any age, we are careless about what other people have to say. We are really exuberant in our own self. Another benefit of getting old is we kind of become experts in something. Doesn't matter if I'm not talking about business, but we get experts in something. There are some things that we know a lot because we lived many years. So our time on earth, our experience, all the time we've been doing those things or observing, we got experts. Can be in some housewife stuff like cooking or cleaning, or sometimes we are discussing some staying in the clothes, and here comes a wise woman. Oh no, you just put a little bit milk, and all these pain ink will dissolve. Just cold milk. It's like, really, really? Oh no! Don't use these products to clean. You just use vinegar. Oh, baking soda is much better than Ajax. So there is this knowledge that we get with time and cooking and driving, right? And matching clothes, or even if it's you're a business person or you worked in certain place, you did that for so many years. You are an expert in some things that you did. And you maybe is expert in organization. For you, it's so easy to file, to organize your papers different than me. Look at my background. I get ashamed sometimes. I need to fix that. So yeah, you get to be an expert in something that you've been doing for a long time, and you have that expertise is so natural. When you're talking to people, you just naturally go and just we celebrate your wisdom, and it's so amazing when you listen to a person that's older and have that wisdom about anything. I remember during the pandemic, I remember so much my grandpa. He's not with us anymore, but I remember many times we are getting together on a veranda in my aunt's house, and I remember my grandpa. We were sitting on the floor, and the adults were talking, and my grandpa talking about the other flus and the other diseases and other pandemics and endemics, and this was so new for us because we never had lived that. But it's a history, I thought. But then pandemic came, and it was like I just remembered so many things I heard my grandfather saying that was repeating again, and was like, wow, what a wise guy, right? With that, he was an older guy, not much with the academic knowledge, no, but so much wisdom about life, and we learn with them. Now the youngers can learn with us. So the third benefit of getting old that I want to talk to you is that we make less foolish mistakes. We continue making mistakes because we are human. The fact of getting older, more mature, doesn't make us immune to be doing mistakes. But we don't commit that same old foolish mistakes anymore. We look at situations and sometimes even our interaction, and we hold our tongue in. We just remove ourselves from certain situations or even from certain group of people. It's like better not to deal with that. I remember my father when I was young, and of course he was young. I remember he was so much in his nerves that if in the traffic somebody cut to him, oh my God, he would go driving after the person, cutting the person. Sometimes we saw my father leaving the car and going to argue with the person in the car, or the person in the bus, and he was screaming from the top of his lungs. He's not this way for many decades now. But it was awful because the entire family in the car in such a stress. But he was so angry because my father is that has to do things right. He's that person, so he felt entitled to just apply what is right for him. So that's the law. You don't do that because it's wrong, and that's the way he was. but he changed. And once in a while we talk about that. And he said, "Oh my God, I look back and I saw that I was putting you guys in danger. And I was putting myself in danger if one of those guys, and I come from a big city and not a very calm city, Rio de Janeiro, and some tragedy could had happened just because he was not wise enough to see that sometimes we cut other person. We all do that. With if we are late or if you miss our exit on a freeway or if we are in the wrong street, we cut or we distracted and we don't see the car. So it's nothing that justifies so much anger. And I see it today in traffic, people just losing it because of silly things that happen in traffic. So, and many other situations, right? So we get a kind of a wisdom so we don't commit those full mistakes anymore. So those are only three from the nine that I made the recording for you. And if you wanna get the audio, I didn't even do the video, so you don't need to be watching. It's just an audio you can doing your things or driving and just to listen to. It's I think it's refreshing, right? Refreshing, and even to talk to the youngers when they are just mentioning something that we are old. We can have some points to help them to reflect upon because we all will get old one day and they can uh, turn a little bit the respect towards us older and the ones that are in their 70s 80s and 90s. So turn on that little button that is for respecting the people that are older because they have a lot to add. They have a lot. We let's say we have a lot to contribute to the youngers. So my name is Katia Ferreira. I live here in California for 22 years now, and I'm a coach with some uh, big backpack full of 40 years of experience in the medical field as physical therapist and also holistic practitioner and a coach and hypnotherapy. So with these, I work with women in pain, could be mental, emotional, physical pain. And I try to bring all of that, integrate all those aspects of life and help people to have a better life, no matter what the circumstance, just to have a better life. Better, I mean, pain free, if it's possible, right? And also emotionally free. Emotionally free from those belief system. I'm old, I have to be in pain for the rest of my life. This is this way, my grandma was this way, my mother, my uncles, my aunts, and it doesn't need to be like this, can be so different, and you can have hope and have expectations of a future that you can create. Lots of things that come with the treatment, right? The physical treatment, but also all this perspective of a better life, of life of possibilities instead of a life of sadness and loneliness. I leave you with a big kiss. I'm here every day, every weekday at 6 p.m. California time, and we are thinking about changing because the time changed. We are thinking, but you will know soon. And I ask you the kindness to just put your finger and say, like, if you like this alive, make a comment about whatever I said. Put your email me better. Email me, I'll send you the audio and send this live to somebody that you think that will benefit from this. It's all the help that you can give me to have my word, my message go to more people and make more women and maybe some gentlemen happier and more confident and more respected. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.